Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the show. Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and I have a fabulous guest right next to me. But also in between time, we're going live on this. We're going live on Facebook. We're going live on everywhere. I just don't want to know, am I live? I don't know if I'm live or not. Definitely. I'm definitely. Sage Waters is fabulous, and you're in the entertainment business.
I am.
And doesn't she look beautiful? She dressed up for the occasion. She's got ready for a ball, and I'm ready for the races. All right, let's go. We'll win. Either way, we're going to win. Absolutely. Yes. So, Sage, you are in the music industry.
I am.
You are a singer.
I am a singer, a songwriter, a vocal producer, yeah.
Do you know, it's so funny that I've noticed a lot of people that that have bands, they can play all the instruments. A lot of singers seem to be able to put the bands together and produce and do everything. People in the entertainment business seem to be extremely talented. I think I'm missing out on something. I don't know. I think I learned to play an instrument or do something or sing. No, let's not sing.
Well, I believe everybody can sing. Everybody has a voice to share.
Do you know who said that? Jack LaRue, who was quite a big movie star. He said anybody who can talk can sing.
Absolutely. We all have something to say.
So then I was thinking of Jimmy Durante. Old guy, remember? He never could sing, but he sure could talk. But his talking went into singing. And that was cool.
I loved his voice.
Wasn't it cool?
I still love his voice.
Yeah, he's still.
Absolutely.
Where's he singing? Up there or down there?
I'm not one to say.
He's up there.
Obviously, yes.
He's up there. So when did you start singing in a gospel?
I didn't. My mother was actually in the United States choir and traveled all around Europe when she was in high school.
Goodness.
She was one of two chosen out of her high school, and so when
what high school was that?
It was in Livermore, Grenada High School in Livermore, California.
Oh, how wonderful!
Yeah, and actually she's a wonderful artist, and she painted this beautiful mural that's still in that school to this day. And she brought us up singing in the car, long car rides. We do lots of road trips, and my sister and I love to sing all the time. And so she taught us how to harmonize, and we would put on Tchaikovsky going to the
Tchaikovsky? Not many people know Tchaikovsky. I happen to know Tchaikovsky.
I love Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky's, what is it? They've got that, what was the name of that? I can't remember.
Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies.
Well, that one, there was many of them. But I used to dance to Tchaikovsky and Mozart and all those, Beethoven. I do know all these people.
Yes.
Not many people know these people. Bach, remember the heavy Bach music?
Yeah.
They were really ready for
It's all about the emotion and the swell of the sound and using all those instruments.
My mother and father, either my mother would take, because there was 5 of us, we would either take 2 of us every Sunday to a concert.
Oh, wow, how wonderful.
And whether with my father or with my mother, but we would always go to a concert.
It makes a big impact on you as a child to be able to see music played live.
Yes, especially when they've got this humongous orchestra and you're this tiny little kiddlywink floating around there, and you're looking at and they're all playing these instruments, and amazing.
Yes.
So you come from a classical background.
A bit, yeah. My favorite way she trained me was she'd put on classical music with a full orchestra, and she would say, okay, name the instrument and then sing what it's doing. And so I got down to where I knew every single instrument in the orchestra, and I could hum or sing every single different part of the. And
did she approve the way you did it?
She'd correct me, yes. She's like, no, that's an oboe,
I knew
not a clarinet.
Yeah. So sing this way, not that way.
Yeah, and then I would listen to all the classics like Ella Fitzgerald and Doris Day and Barbra Streisand, and how clear their tones were, and I would just kind of try to mimic it. And then the Disney movies were coming out where we had The Little Mermaid, and that had really beautiful clear vocals, so I got really into that. And then when Aladdin came out with Robin Williams doing all the voices.
Oh, Robin Williams.
He's one of my dearest favorites.
Absolutely, many people's favorite.
Yeah,
fabulous guy.
And he did all those voices, and I could mimic them. And it was like, it's like Alabama had them 40 thieves, Arizona had 1,000 tales, and you just go through all the different vocals.
People ask her to sing, and she's starting to sing, and I love it.
I can't help it.
I love it. Well, you were used to doing that in the car without an orchestra.
Yes.
So you can sing a cappella anytime you want.
I do a lot.
You do a lot?
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
I love Moody's Mood for Love.
Go ahead.
There I go, there I go, there I go. Pretty baby, you are the soul who snaps my control.
Oh, what
It's
a
a little
voice
bit.
you have.
Oh,
And
thank
it just
you.
comes out so natural.
I love it.
Are you a,
I
you're
just
a
love to
natural
sing.
singer then?
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah.
It was something that was more annoying at certain times in my household than helpful. But I mean, my mother sings, my father sings, and
And then
our
those
household's
two
very
girls, those two
musical.
girls?
Yeah, my sister and I were raised together.
Raised together.
Yeah.
So there was the four of you singing in the house.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
singing different songs
All-
and different
yep.
ups and downs.
Absolutely.
You walk into the house and where am I?
Yeah, and then we all have different genres, and so I actually wrote a song about my family, and I highlight the fact that we listen to everything. My mother never said there was a music that's off limits, unless maybe
Really?
the content of the lyrics was offensive, obviously.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it was, I love metal, I love country, I love pop, I love rock, I love alternative,
And you have different
classical,
moods for when you want to
Broadway.
listen to that, don't you? Because I know I do. When I'm in
Yes.
the car, I suddenly want something really hippie, and they see this lady, you know, she's like bouncing around and going nuts, you know, in the car.
Well, it invigorates you.
Yes, it does. It sort of,
Yeah.
yes, it makes you feel good. You know, it's funny because music will never ever die.
Exactly.
Isn't that amazing?
It's eternal.
I mean, there's things that come in this world and go out and come in and go out, but music. But the only difference is what music is in now.
Truly, yeah. And
What is it now?
Well, I think right now is a really amazing time in music because you can all the new artists that are coming out and all
Yes.
the artists that have been coming out in I would say the past 20 years are getting so creative and really reaching outside of their comfort zones. I had the opportunity to be a songwriter with Brown Mark from Prince and the Revolution, the bass
my
player.
goodness.
Such a dear person and incredible talent, and he taught me a lot about discipline and sticking to what you're doing and being really truly focused, but also about not being afraid to cross genre lines. So
To reach out a little bit.
Right, and so we actually got to work on, we came up with our own little new genre, like funky country, and so it's one of the songs I released recently is called Dance With Me, and it's a track he gifted and he created, and he asked me to write on it. And
And this is something you always wanted to do.
I've always wanted to just mash everything together, kind of, but I've always wanted to songwrite. That's my love is writing.
You like writing songs.
It's self-expression. You get to you're able to tell your story.
Yes.
And I feel like,
And then you could sing our story.
yeah, and I feel like the best songs are private conversations
Yes.
that usually we don't share with one another. And so being able to be a songwriter, I've taken, some of my songs are groups of text messages between me and other friends, or a really close
How
friend.
cool is that?
A really
Talk
cool,
about up to date.
oh.
Because everything's text messaging now. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all we do. We don't even
Communicate
use
real
phones
quickly.
anymore. We don't even use our phone that we carry around. It's all texting now.
Yeah,
And
and you
all
can
you see is people's heads down. That's what we do anymore.
It's true, but a lot of our expressions come out in it. I mean,
Yes.
you know, and a lot of people feel so safe typing that out because it's not a big issue with singers is stage fright or just performers in general, because it's your voice.
Yes.
And you're being honest and you're opening yourself and being vulnerable, and it's hard to say that even with just somebody you know, sometimes, to say the things you mean. So to
Yes.
get on a stage in front of a bunch of strangers, it can be very intimidating.
Yeah, you know what I've always wondered about, and I don't know if you can answer this, but every single song in the entire world has a different tune to it. And I think, well, the thousands and billions of songs that are out there, how does that happen? Is it through the words that you get the rhythm going?
I think every songwriter and creator is different because some start with a melody, some start with an instrument, some start with lyrics,
Oh, okay.
some start with a feeling. And me personally, I have many different ways I approach it. Sometimes I start with the bass line. I'll be in the car and a doom, 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 and all of a sudden I'll hear a melody trickle over that.
Yeah.
And so I'll record the bass line and then sing over that. And then sometimes I'll be at home playing on the guitar.
And then does it roll into the whole song? Because a song is, what, 3 or 4 minutes long?
Mm-hmm.
So you have this melody 3 or 4 minutes long that has to go its ups and its downs and its ins and its outs and its quiets and all the crazy stuff it goes through.
Right.
Because it's a song.
Yeah. Well,
So
first
it's not
I think
just one level.
Exactly. I think at first it comes out as an expression, an
Well, you
honest
just
expression,
explained it.
and
You
then
said you're in the car and you come.
Right.
Did I do it right?
Absolutely.
New song.
Exactly.
That's a new song.
We've got a collaboration going.
You're producing it. Not me. But I've often thought of how does it start? I mean, yes, you have lyrics, but what comes first? The chicken or the egg, so what comes first? Is it the melody, or is it the lyrics, or is it the tune, or what is it?
For me, I know the melody usually comes out first, and then the words seem to follow.
Into that.
And so if it's a happy, sometimes my melodies are happy, but they might be speaking of something sad.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're happy, and then minor chords lend to sadness, and so maybe it'll be a sadder song. But
but a sadder song will be a slower song. A happy song will be a faster song.
Yeah, that tends to go that way.
And then you feel like dancing, so you've got the dance song going.
Yeah.
And then you've got classical, which means you've got the jazz and the classic. That's one of my favorites.
Yes,
when you mix the jazz with the classical is one of my favorites. When they put those two together, I'm like sort of, it's so beautiful.
That's such a beautiful example of technical execution when you get into jazz, because jazz is the ability to literally your instrument, whether it's your voice or your cello or your bass or whatever, and you are able to, in that moment with the other musicians, just flow with one another, and you
jazz
connect.
Does that.
Yeah, you all connect doing completely different things.
Yeah,
and
but it all
ride
comes
this
together.
Beautiful wave together. Yeah,
I've often wondered how that happens too. And I asked somebody about that jazz, because jazz sort of, this comes in and that comes in and that comes in and that comes in. But it all seems to they all seem to know when to come in. Mm-hmm. They all come in and then they go out, and then they come in and then they go out, and they have this whole thing that they all seem to know where it's going and the tune. And yet there is no tune.
Well, there's a lot.
There is a tune.
There is,
but not that they all know.
Right, and then everybody. Honestly, jazz musicians, all the musicians that are out there performing, work so incredibly hard. Just like at anything, if you're a professional basketball player, at football, or interviewing, you know the flow of how to speak to people and how to interact with people.
We could correct that a little bit, but yes,
you feel the energy.
You know the energy. You know the flow. You know when to come in. You know when to go out. And you know what to do. But then, so now you've got this jazz orchestra doing all its things with the jazz and sort of the classical. Then you have the singer that comes in and goes blah, 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 and goes.
Well, they just provide a beautiful platform and canvas for me to paint on. I'm nothing without the music behind me.
No,
for the most part,
and they just come right in.
It's
and you know when
it's like dancing.
Yeah.
It's like dancing, and you can just dance
when
you both know you learn salsa somewhere, I learn salsa somewhere else, but when we come together, we're able to dance together. Yeah.
Because it's still the same rhythm, it's still the same song, it's still the same thing.
Yeah, and then also I believe.
But there are other people that can't dance.
Well, we're just
music. They're always wish I could dance.
But for me, dancing is just feeling the music and moving your body and feeling good.
You can't help but move with it.
Yeah.
What is your favorite
music?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's hard.
Because you like it all, don't you?
I do. I love all of it. I would have to say. Jazz is my favorite because of the freedom of where you can take it.
That's what I meant about jazz. The musicians, they can do anything they want. Singer can do anything they want. Yeah. And it comes up and this incredible, I can't call it a song because it's like
piece
an
of
expression.
art.
It's like a piece of art.
Yeah.
It's like a painting. Paint a dark piece here and a light piece here and then paint the river.
Yes, and no matter, you could paint the same sunset 50 times, but each one is a little different. Yes.
Yeah, well each one is.
Exactly.
When you think about it.
Absolutely.
So where are you performing and what are you doing? Let's get back to the nitty gritty of it. Got music part of it. Where are you performing? What are you doing?
Right now I'm performing at Capo's Thursday through Sunday, 6 to 10. Thursday through Saturday, and then
the two
brunch.
Is there two capos or one capo?
There's just one Capo's on Sahara. Open 7 days a week, and delicious food.
Italian
it's really
food.
intimate.
Italiano. Oh.
Very cool.
Is that the one you have to knock on the door and get yourself in?
Yes, it's
I remember the first time I went there and I thought, what on earth is this all about? I know Vegas is strange. I didn't know Vegas that well. I wasn't even living here. And I'm going to knock on a door to go into a restaurant. You're going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And then this little thing opens up. Hello. Oh, hello.
It is. It startled me the first time. I was like, what is happening? Yeah, it's really fun. It takes you back to the old speakeasy time.
And it is beautiful. The bar is beautiful. And the people there are nice.
The staff is, I've rarely come across. This is just such a wonderful group of people.
So you sing from there from what days?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday for brunch. 11
On Sunday
to
for
3.
brunch,
Yeah.
but you're there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from what time to what time?
6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
That's quite a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's about a 4 hours.
So in other words, you've got enough time to go to the capos, and then when you go to capos and you say Sage Waters, then from there you can go to the strip and you can lose all your money. And
And there's other singers that perform at capos as well. They have, and they've got a great variety of people. And Sandy Knights, she performs there as well. She's an incredible singer here who's given me the opportunity to sing there.
This is the first person that I think has ever promoted somebody else in the same business.
Well,
People don't do that in this town.
Well, I got into music to lift people up, and whether I'm going to someone else, another singer show, to support them and help them know that they're amazing, or I'm teaching a student how to sing,
I agree.
or I'm writing a song that touches somebody, that's why I got into music, is to lift people up.
To lift other people up.
To lift other people up, and I feel honored to be here in Vegas, surrounded by people like Sandy Knights and Ashley Fuller and Rita Lim and all these.
Rita Lim is coming up the ladder.
She's
cool. This
incredible.
woman, I'll tell you, she's amazing. I've known her
Absolutely.
for years, and she's a sweet person. Also, I think it's her boyfriend too. He's also in the business. And
masterful musician.
yes, he's wonderful. So between the two of them, they're really, really doing good. But you know, Vegas Live with Ninon is promoting the entertainment business and also the business, and you know, politicians, we have a few, you know, not too many, but a few. If they want to come on, they're very welcome. But mostly the entertainment business.
Yeah.
So you've got that coming up. You have that every week.
Yeah, and then on Fridays, I sing occasionally. I sing a lot of the Fridays at the Tuscany
yes.
Suites. Kenny Davidson puts on the celebrity sing along where he invites some of the best singers around to come and join in, and we all sing songs together. And it is, you get to see some of the best talent in Vegas.
So you're
It's
loving
fantastic.
Vegas.
I love it.
How
here.
long have you been here?
Just since last October.
Since last October, not even a year yet.
But
And look at you, and you're doing great.
It's such a beautiful place for art.
It's
and
probably the
performance.
only place in the entire world where they have the entertainment and the music people and everybody here. I mean, it's just amazing. Absolutely wonderful. How can anybody reach you?
I have a website, waterthesage.com. And you can go there. It's got my social media and my scheduled performances coming up. I'm also going to be on Monday's Dark this coming Monday for the Prince.
Where?
The Prince tribute. It's going to be online and in person, and it's a benefit for Grayson Richardson Foundation.
Okay, great.
And they've done Monday's Dark has been able to provide over $1 million in charity funds to 120 different charities.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So in other words, they're trying to help all the entertainers and all the people together.
Just and then all the entertainers, we volunteer our time to come and perform because it benefits such good, positive things in the community.
And that's wonderful. It's giving back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing
That's what
like
music
giving
is
back.
about.
Yeah, that's what music is about. That's what life is about. Everybody gives back, and that's
Yeah.
what we all should do. Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. Sage Waters is absolutely amazing. Been here a very short time, doing extremely well, and we'll see you later with our next guest. Take care.
Thank you.